Hi everyone, it's me Pooja. So this is an educational and entertainment event. My goal for this program is to entertain you and help you to navigate through the crisis that we're facing right now, that is Corona. So I will be singing two of your favorite songs and I will be bringing in my own performance coach who is helping me in my performance in stage shows, and his name is Ruble Chandy. So he will be coming in from Florida, USA, and will be sharing with you how you can manage your stress, anxiety, and how to protect your business as we are going through one of the biggest event in the history after World War II. I would like to start the session. Ruble Chandy is the #1 international best-selling author of 90 Days to Life and the creator of accelerated business seminars, and most importantly, my performance coach. And he has been helping business all over the world to scale and succeed. It is great to have you on.
It's great to be with you, Pooja. And I wanted to congratulate you. In fact, Dr. Pooja, I want to congratulate you on getting your PhD before me. That's awesome. How is the situation, Dr. Pooja, in the place you are in, which is Kerala, south of India? How are the things there?
In Kerala, we are actually prepared with all the necessary precautions against COVID-19, and our health minister and our chief minister is taking all the necessary steps. And we are actually proud of our chief minister, Pinarayi Vijayan sir, and our health minister, KK Shailaja ma'am.
I also heard that the government of Kerala has done a masterful job in handling this crisis up until right now. So that is very refreshing to hear. Thank you.
And how can we manage our anxiety while going through this crisis?
Anxiety or stress is an effect of what we are thinking most of the time. By thinking negative thoughts, by thinking depressing thoughts, by overly thinking about what is going to happen in the future, we are trying to protect ourselves from a future lion that could kill us. We try to protect us. That's what we are doing through anxiety. So what we do is we need to realize, first of all, that anxiety, its job is to protect you. So the first thing that you could do is you could thank anxiety. Imagine that anxiety was a person, stress was a person, and thank this person and tell him, her, hey, thank you. Thank you so much for protecting me. I really needed that in this crisis. God forbid, if you don't have any anxiety about what is happening right now, then you wouldn't do the intelligent thing that is needed to be done. We see that in the US. People are being very responsible by walking around streets and doing stuff and then gathering and then not caring for their own safety. That is a seriously unintelligent action. So anxiety and stress, if you're feeling, what does that mean? It means that you have a normal brain now, because we are going through a really major challenge, one of the biggest challenges that we would be ever facing in our lifetime. Now, as we're facing this problem, how do we manage anxiety? How do we manage anxiety is by having some sort of meditation techniques from your own culture. For example, if you belong to Hinduism, there's Gayatri Mantra, which is a beautiful prayer. If you come from a Christian background, you could say prayers, right? If you come from a Catholic background, you could say rosary. If you come from an Islamic background, you could do your own prayers. So all of you guys can meditate, regardless of whatever religion you come from or culture you come from. We all can meditate, at the same time, right? So build meditation as a daily practice in your day. So every day, wake up, spend some time possibly working out, doing some exercise, like even walking inside your house. And after that, do meditation, even at least for 5 minutes in the morning, thinking about a bright future that we are building together. That would calm us down. And then based on whatever religious beliefs that you have, some of these systems are so good. So use it whatever things that makes you, whatever prayer that make you feel calmer, use that. In addition to that, you could do a simple breathing, a heart breathing. So what it means is, imagine that you're breathing through your forehead and you breathe into your heart, right? So let's call it heart breathing, okay? Imagine that you're breathing through your forehead, Pooja, and then breathe into your heart. In fact, do it right now with me. Okay, so breathe in through your forehead, into your heart. Hold there for a few seconds and breathe out through your forehead. You can close your eyes, you can open your eyes, it's completely up to you. But breathe in through your forehead. Breathe out through your forehead. Breathe in through your forehead into your heart. Breathe out through your forehead. This is imagination. You cannot breathe it through your forehead, right? So you're imagining that you're breathing in through your forehead. Okay? Breathe in through your forehead into your heart. Do it again. Breathe into your forehead. Breathe into your forehead. Breathe in through your forehead into your heart. Perfect. You immediately start to feel a sense of calmness inside of your body.
Now, I would like to ask you a few of the questions that will be going through the mind of most of the people. And what is the one thing that we all can do to stay strong and powerful at this time?
Stay powerful is to see the other side of the journey. Okay, so imagine that you're in a dark tunnel and you're walking through this tunnel. All you see is darkness, right? So you cannot see anything else but darkness. So you are seeing only darkness. You're walking and walking, but you cannot see light. In Western world, there is a saying that light at the end of the tunnel. So there is a tunnel. This is dark. Nobody can see the end. And then imagine that at the other side of the world, other side of the tunnel, there is light. You don't see it yet, but imagine there is light. So that is optimism. Optimism is just that. Optimism is being able to see light at the end of the tunnel, even before reaching the end of the tunnel. So see that there is light at the end of the tunnel and then focus on it. This is what Viktor Frankl did. If you don't know who Viktor Frankl is, it's perfectly fine. He was a psychologist who was under Nazi concentration camp under Hitler. And he was tortured by many people. And he was tortured, he was a Jew. So Jews were tortured in an enormously bad way. And then he was tortured by everybody else. I mean, just like everybody else. And the only reason he said he was able to survive when he went through this crisis was finding meaning in the future. Finding meaning in the future by saying that, you know what, after I come out of this problem, I would go and share with the world about what happened here so that these kind of things don't happen again in life. Right? So in my lifetime, I don't want to see those things again. So Viktor Frankl, whenever he was tortured, he found peace in what he's going to do in the future. That's what I invite you to do right now. As we are going through this crisis, sitting at home, depressed, bored, or whatever, you imagine that, hey, I'm building my future, right? I'm building my future right now in this challenge so that when I come to the other side, I will be able to happily grow my business, grow my life, grow my job, grow into my next level so that I could transform the world around me. That's how you handle. That is the one thing that could help you to stay powerful as you're going through this challenge.
I know you work with a lot of businesses all over the world. And what can a person who owns a business do to protect his business now?
Thank you, Pooja. That's a great question. Yeah, we do work with a lot of businesses in different parts of the world. We work with businesses here in Canada, here in the US and Canada, and we were planning to do many more events in different countries this June. So we had to cancel our own live events by end of May and June, we had multiple events planned. So think about it. So we canceled it. The moment we canceled, we sat down and thought about it, and we thought, what can we do right now? Everybody's sitting at home. What can we do right now to support my clients, my potential clients, or past clients, or existing clients, or things like that? So the answer that came in was, why don't we convert our live seminars that we do in different parts of the world into an online program? So we immediately created an online program. And by last month, by mid-March, we started our program, and it is running as an online program right now. I don't know your business. If you're a business owner from Kerala, from somewhere in the world, or anywhere in the world, whether you are from Kerala or from somewhere else, here's the thing. What can you do right now to serve your customers? So even better, ask this question. How can I help my customer? How can I serve my customer even more than giving them a one-to-one experience? For example, you're at home, they are at home. How can you give them a better experience while they are staying at home? And keep asking that question until you get an answer. And then you will get an answer, and you would start helping those customers. That's one thing that we could do. Another thing, from a psychological standpoint, another thing that a business owner can do is work on himself. What do I mean by that? Meaning, like learn business, learn marketing, learn how to sell efficiently, learn how to run business more efficiently. Right? So learn about business. Also, when you wake up in the morning, what I would recommend that you do is, for the first 30 minutes, really charge yourself, really recharge yourself through like some sort of workout that help you get out of stress and anxiety. Some sort of exercise, right? If you have some weights, or do some push-ups, or do something that activates your body, and then do something for the mind. So say some declarations. All I need is within me now. Like, say some declarations that would help you be aligned with who you are and what you stand for in your business. That's what I recommend that you do right now.
We all are at home right now, and what can we do to make ourselves useful and productive?
Yes, we are all at home. The reality is, if you're a business owner, or if you're a responsible person who has a responsible job, or if you're a homemaker who has a responsible job, if you're a mom or a dad, there are so many things that you could learn. Let's start with the business person. If you're a business owner, then just open YouTube rather than watching any movie. Find out how to manage your people more efficiently, how to market your business more efficiently. You could learn about that. Learn about how to be a better salesman if you are selling products. If any business person, if you are a business person, I recommend that you learn how to sell. Even if you're not selling right now, or even if you never plan to sell, learn how your salespeople sell so that you could manage them efficiently. Learn how to organize your business, right? Learn how to be more efficient CEO. Imagine, by the time you learn all these 5 things, it will be 6 months. That's for the business people. If you're a mom, a stay-at-home mom listening to this, learn how to be a better parent. There are so many teachings on being a better parent. Learn how to, stay-at-home mom or dad. Learn how to cook some exotic dishes. Learn how to, stitch, or learn something else. Learn how to quilt if you don't know what quilt is, right? So, or read books. There are so many books online that are free. In Amazon, there are so many websites that give you free books online. So you could just get a book online, or buy a book. Or if you practice any type of religion, read the religious scriptures, right? So if it's Bible, Quran, or Bhagavad Gita, I found time to read Bhagavad Gita recently, right? So I never got a chance to read that, so I finished reading it, right? So read different literatures. If so there are so much art poetry, paint when you have some time. If you're interested in that, do some painting. Like, so there are so many things you could be doing. How to be efficient, learn how to be more productive on day by day basis. The same question that you asked me, Pooja, right? So there are so enormous number of things that we could do, but we don't know what to do, right? I'm not asking you to do this full time the entire day. Watch a movie if you have to on YouTube, right? If you need to. But rest of the day, there could be so many things that you could be doing right now, studying for different things. And if you're a professional, like, learn about how to do your job better. Learn about how to make sure that your boss is happy. Learn how to get things done on a timely manner. Learn how to be work more, on a result-oriented fashion, right? So there are so many things that you could learn. At least pick up like 2 or 3 new skills while you're sitting down at home, so that when you go back to your work, when you go back to your business, when you go back to your own home to do your rest of the stuff, after this coronavirus or COVID-19 crisis, you're much more productive and you're much more skillful in multiple things. We never had time like this to learn stuff. So use it. It's a great opportunity. And have fun. Watch some comedy. Watch some classic, amazing, movies. Like, from whatever culture that you are from. Watch some classic movies and have fun watching it. Yeah. That's what I recommend you do, Pooja.
What is going on in the US with COVID-19 and what can we learn from it?
What is going on in the US with the coronavirus is that as a country, there is not enough authority implemented to structure everybody to sit at home. That hasn't happened in the US yet. So the reason why that is happening is the culture in the India eastern side and the culture on the western side is different. In eastern side, which is India, South Korea, China, countries like that, although they have their own differences, countries basically are cluster societies. So what does that mean? It means that we have a group of people, right, who collectively want to do things. The US is an individualistic culture, so which means that people are individuals. They feel like, okay, I don't need to sit at home. Why would I sit at home? I don't think so. I have my own opinion. In India, if somebody say like that, they will get like beaten up by the police officers, right? But here we cannot do that. Here, one, government has to be more strict in implementing these safety measures, which they hesitate to implement for whatever reasons, political or otherwise. In addition to that, people need to feel that, oh my gosh, this is a serious situation. I need to respond to it. And people in the US never faced situations like this, at least in the current generation. Because of that, they feel that it's okay, it's some virus, it's going to be fine. They took it for granted. That is something that we could make sure that it doesn't happen for your country, Pooja, to make sure that people are staying at home. And because of this irresponsibility on our side, we are going to pay a big price for this, unfortunately. So the number of cases in the US is going up, and it's going to go up some more time before it gets better. So we are paying a price in lives. So this is a very serious situation. So this shows that there is value in having so much freedom, right? And the same way, there is value in having lesser freedom. In a society like India, people will sit at home. Most people will sit at home. Right? In a society like US, people feel like, I have my own personal freedom. I could go anywhere I want, and people will go in spite of any kind of curfews and other stuff. And the government did not implement it in a very rigid way, like India or South Korea did, or China did. China could be a little bit extreme. China, it was a little bit extreme in implementing that. But, what we did in India, and especially in Kerala, were commendable, pretty good job in handling this crisis. So what you could learn is actually, instead of learning from US, we could learn from you guys, from Kerala, from India, that, you guys acted really fast and responded really fast figure out a way. You are very resourceful. Now we have all the money, like, US as a country has a lot of money, but still we were not able to figure out how to do these things efficiently. So we are going to learn from you.
What does this mean to the world?
Pooja, what it means to the world is, in the last 5 years, we haven't focused way too much into a dividing culture here in the US, there in India, and some parts of the world, Europe, South America. This was a divisive culture where people were focused on religion, the traditions, and in some level superstitions. And based on color, based on countries, and based on ethnicities, people were separated. And I know it has been going on for a long time, but now it has come to a point where it's really, really important for us to tackle this. So this forced invitation that we are getting from universe, from God, it's a great opportunity for us to unite as a species, be one again, be one family, so we could save this planet, so that we could sustainably live in this planet for decades to come. There are so many challenges that we are going through as a country, as a world, because of this. But we are going to overcome that, and we are going to become a better species because of what we are going through as a team right now.
What do you say to people who are very depressed and who feels very lonely sitting at home?
Pooja, thank you for that question too. A lot of people were already depressed. A significant part of population are depressed clinically. Now that we are staying at home, we are even more depressed. Here's the thing, guys. The depression, the actual illness of depression clinically, is one of the reasons why we have depression is because we are focusing too much on ourselves. It's me. I'm not saying that people who are depressed are selfish, but it is because we are conditioned to focus on me and the things related to me. That's why we have a lot of depression. If you want to get out of depression, if you're sitting at home, be useful to the world. Say a prayer, do something, do some meditation, be useful to other people. Life is not about me. Life is almost always about we. It's about serving other people. It's about helping other people. It's about holding someone's hand and helping them to succeed. So if you're an older person who feeling depressed, help somebody younger in your family. Like, find time to find time. And what do I mean by find time? You have time. So use that time to teach a kid in your household about some math or something, social studies or history, and then tell them stories. Be useful to other people. The moment you become useful to other people, you would realize that you are not depressed anymore. Talk to people through FaceTime or make a regular standard phone call and talk to people. Connect with people. Everybody's open right now. Everybody's willing to talk. So figure out a way to connect with people and be useful to other people. That's what I recommend that you do, because depression is focusing on ourselves. When you start focusing on other people, depression will naturally go away. If you have a clinical depression, my partner, Vipin V. Roland, is one of the best psychologists in Kerala, in India, and you could get in touch with him. Maybe we could even put a link for his schedule, so you could potentially get a free consultation with him or with one of his team members. So connect with somebody clinical, and you could do a Zoom call, which is through a video conference, you could actually get on a call with a psychologist and ask him, hey, I'm feeling depressed, and what do I do? Right? I would recommend going for the psychologist rather than going for a psychiatrist. Difference is, psychiatrist is the one who gives you medicine. We don't need medicines typically initially, but if you have a problem, this is a counselor basically. Somebody will counsel you and helping you manage your depression if you have a clinical thing. But if you don't have a clinical type depression, then help someone. And the moment you start helping people, your depression is vanish from you. That's what you do, Pooja.
How is this going to affect students like me who will be going to look for a job soon?
Great question, Pooja. Countries like India, on the eastern side, there will be significantly more opportunities in the long term. In the short term, this will have an economics extra impact. People will have to stop hiring for some time. Some new people will be, some people will be fired and stuff like that. But reality is, if I'm a company owner in India, I'll think about having cheaper labor. So if I need to force, if I need to fire somebody, I would rather fire the senior people and then keep the junior people, right? Because if Pooja, if you are actually starting out with me in my company, then what happens is you're studying for BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration, and if you join my company, I can pay you lesser salary than a senior person. So naturally, junior people will have opening as long as they are able to show that they are really high quality material that can be useful for the company. So you guys are safe. Yeah.
How is this going to change the way we look at planet and our nature?
Up until now, we were saying we should protect our planet. Look at what happened right now. We need protection from the planet. We need to figure out a way to protect ourselves from what is happening right now. And we don't know what to do. So planet will figure out a way. Planet has its own strength. So if we don't give planet its way, nature its way, nature is going to figure out a way to eliminate us. Yeah. So that's what we are seeing right now. So what we should do is, what is going to happen is all over the world, once this crisis is over, there is going to be a lot of green initiatives. What does that mean? People are going to reduce the carbon footprint and reduce carbon-based manufacturing, coal mining, and try to move to natural sources of energy, and try to move to even more sustainable modes of creating fuel and energy. And a lot of things are going to change. You asked me about and nature too, right? For example, we would admire nature. We would start to love nature more. And when we are more in love with nature, we would do things in a more sustainable way. And that's how I think about it. I think that the world is going to get into a much, much better place because of what is happening right now. We'll start to respect nature, and we will protect nature, and we will protect our planet for our children, for people like you, Pooja, and your children and your grandchildren. That's how I see it. And every opportunity that we get like this would save more lives, and we would come to know why it did in the future. Let me give you an example. I am not saying this, what I'm about to say, I'm not saying that this should have happened, but the flood happened in your home state of Kerala, Pooja. So there were two floods. Because of those two floods, at the time, the first flood, dangerous, second flood, another still dangerous. Now this crisis happens, people are more prepared. So the disaster aversion or disaster fighting team are ready. So you guys were able to handle this efficiently. South Korea had the same advantage. South Korea, I think it was SARS. They had SARS, which is another pandemic before. And because of that, South Korea was prepared. So because we had this flood in Kerala, I know it destroyed a lot of properties and things like that, but it avoided a greater number of casualties in this crisis. Why? Because human mind works like that. Because we need to be prepared. So once we think about this thing, all of a sudden we remember flood. Remember, oh my gosh, we need to do this. We need to overdo. So that actually helped South Korea. That actually helped Kerala. So even this is happening right now. Now we think about it. It feels like a total disaster, but reality, 5 years from now, when we look back, because of that happened, people are more responsible with the planet. So the entire planet is not into chaos or whatever, right? So it's going to turn out to be a good thing at the end. And of course, for some people, it might not, but for the collective, for the most people, it might turn out to be a good outcome 5 years from now. Yeah. Final, once you say thank you for being in the call and stuff like that. Awesome. Pooja, again, Dr. Pooja, it was great chatting with you. And thank you for doing this amazing job for your state. And I'm happy and excited to be part of this. Please continue doing this with other people and inspire us all, because people like you, the young generation, you are our hope to transforming the world. So I'm pretty excited for you, for your future, and all the great things that you're going to do for this world through your music, through everything else. And I look forward to listening to your next music as well. So thank you so much for inviting me into this conversation. I am like deeply in love with Kerala. I was born in Kerala, and I have deep appreciation for Kerala, and anything that I could do to support my family, my birthplace, I am here. If you need me, just reach out to me, and I would love to help you in any way you want. Okay? Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.
The next song that I'm going to sing is a Swedish song.
Fattar vad man säger fast man talar utan ord. Sätt dig ner, de håller din hand. Berätta vem du är. Vi finns för varandra.
Please do like, share and subscribe the video, and please do let us know the things which you want us to include in the coming programs by putting a comment in the comment section given below. Until we meet the next time, bye.